to the Southern New Hampshire University Week in Review, where we recap the past week's events in Penmen athletics. Women's basketball was in action twice last week, and Southern New Hampshire split a pair of Northeast 10 conference contests against Franklin Pierce University and Stonehill College. The Penmen opened with a 56-55 triumph over the Ravens on Wednesday before dropping a 69-58 final to the Skyhawks on Saturday. Olivia Conrad led the way for Southern New Hampshire on Wednesday as she notched her first career double-double after tallying a team-high 13 points and hauling down a career-best 10 rebounds. Erin Doherty also poured in 13 points and grabbed 7 boards, while Kylie Lorenzen checked in with 11 points, 3 rebounds, and a pair of steals. With Southern New Hampshire trailing by 1 in the waning seconds of regulation, Jen Shelp dropped in the game-winning layup with 4.1 seconds to play, lifting the Penmen to their 14th victory of the season. On Saturday, women's basketball saw its playoff hopes come to an end in the setback against Stonehill. Sarah Ryan pumped in 11 points off the Southern New Hampshire bench on 4 of 8 shooting that included a 2 of 4 performance from beyond the arc, and Brianna Camara led the Penmen starters with 7 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Women's basketball wraps up its 2015-16 campaign Tuesday with a senior night showdown against Queen City rival St. Anselm College at 5:30 inside the SNHU Fieldhouse. The Southern New Hampshire men's basketball team posted an identical week to the women as the Penmen topped Franklin Pierce before falling to Stonehill. Chris Walters scored a game-high 28 points on 9 of 12 shooting to carry Southern New Hampshire to an 89-75 win over Franklin Pierce. Walters added 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 steals, and an assist, while Day-Day Andrews poured in a career-high 19 points after going 7 of 9 from the floor. Rodney Sanders and BJ Cardarelli rounded out the Penmen contingent in double figures as they each finished with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Sanders followed up his performance on Wednesday with a 15-point outing on Saturday, but the Skyhawks overcame an 18-point first-half deficit to take a 69-66 decision. Walters checked into double figures again for Southern New Hampshire as he went for 13 points, 6 boards, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and an assist. Cardarelli and Devin Gilligan each added 11 points in the defeat. Men's Hoop wraps up its regular season slate on Wednesday when it plays host to St. Anselm at 7:30 before awaiting the final playoff seeding announcement to determine when and where it will be opening the NE10 tournament. Ice hockey closed out the week and its season with a 3-0 loss to the Hawks in the Northeast 10 tournament semifinals. Ryan Slacky posted his 11th 30-save performance of the season with 36 stops against St. Anselm, but a Vin D'Amato hat trick proved to be the difference on Saturday. That's it for this week's Southern New Hampshire University Week in Review. Check back next week for a full recap of this week's events in Penmen athletics.